I understand today is family and children liturgy. So I'm going to just talk quickly about a very recent feast for a saint. What's your name? The little one? Raymond, okay. And what's her name? Or Sophie, okay. So Raymond and Sophie. I was hoping someone who would be actually Philopatir here, but I am Marcurios, so it's okay. Yesterday there was a feast of Saint Philopatir, and do you know Saint Philopatir? Do you guys know Saint Philopatir? Yeah. Okay. So his name is Philopatir Marcurios, right? Okay. So what does Philopatir means? You know? Actually, it means the lover of the Father, the person who loves the Father, and we all love our dads, right? And in a spiritual sense, also, we actually love our God, the Father. And before we say his story, usually in the army, you find soldiers holding, in the old ages, just one sword, right? And the new age is actually gun. So do you hold only one gun or one sword, right? Have you seen any holding two guns? Except only in the, I think, Marvel stuff and the, just the video games. But in real life, and sometimes also in, just movies, they hold 2, 3 guns. But in real life, they hold only one gun or one sword, right? But Saint Philopatir is holding how many swords? 2, right? 2. Do you know why? Why? I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why, yes. So, first of all, Saint Philopatir was Christian, like all of us. And he was born a Christian boy from a Christian family. They raised him very well in the church, learning the hymns, attending Sunday school. And then he grew up to be an officer in the army. And he became a big officer in the army. And there was a war between his country and barbarians. Barbarians, they actually are a little bit aggressive, and they are one of the strongest and violent people inside the nations. So the king at the time was scared of the barbarian and was hoping that something happens, or they just go away, or he actually surrender. But Saint Mercurius told him, don't worry, God will be with us. And he encouraged him, right? Do you know why did he encourage him? What's the meaning of Philopatir again? You forgot? Philopatir. The lover of the Father, right? So because he loved God so much, he had trust and courage that God will deliver them. God will save them. And one night during the war, an angel, Sophie, you said an angel, right? An angel came to who? To Saint Philopatir, right? Gave him what? Sword, yeah. So he had his, original sword, like his earthly sword, and God gave him, or God sent him, another heavenly sword. So this actually teaches us that despite the fact we have our skills, we need also God's skills. We need also God to provide us skills, right? In order to be able to continue our journey and fight for our salvation and for our victory, right? So the war actually started, and what happened Who won? The barbarian or the king? The barbarian won, right? I think barbarian won. Did they won? No? Who won? The king with the help of his Sanfilbatir, right? So the victory was for the king and his, his soldiers, and Sanfilbatir was actually one of those big officers. And after this, he was supposed to do what? Like usually when we win, we're supposed to thank who? Thank God, right? He did actually, the king did not do that. So this is another lesson. So first lesson, okay, that we need to have spiritual sword, okay? Second lesson, the king did not thank God. So when we have victory, even if it looks like it's earthly victory, we're supposed to thank God. He did not thank God. He actually took the victory and claimed it for the idols. And he said to everybody, let's celebrate, let's have a party, and let's actually, worship the idols and provide, just offer senses. And then Sanfilbatir said, no. Sometimes actually we keep saying yes, yes, yes. But at one point we should say no, especially when it comes in conflict with our faith. So when it comes in conflict with our faith, we say no. So this is a third lesson for today. It's okay to say no, as long as it's against our faith. We cannot keep saying yes. All right? So remember the points, okay? And what happened to Sanfilbatir? He said no. So the king got mad. And he started torturing him. And he started actually putting him into, the prison. And he tortured him for, a few weeks. And at the end, he beheaded him and he went to heaven. So he was in front of the people dead, right? But in spiritual sense, he was also what? Victorious. So the spiritual victory is more important than the earthly victory. So this is the last point. The spiritual victory is what we seek. The spiritual victory is what we gain. Earthly victory could last for a while, but could actually end in disaster, like what happened with the king and his friends when they actually worshiped the idols instead of thanking God. So from Sanfilbatir life, there are lots of miracles about Sanfilbatir, and we hear actually also Saint Irene, who actually was interceding through Sanfilbatir. She actually said a lot of miracles. But today actually I wanted to focus on the life of Sanfilbatir instead of focusing on the miracles of Sanfilbatir. So the life of Sanfilbatir that we want to actually follow, as the scripture says, look at the end of their life and try to be like them, right? So it's paraphrasing, yeah. Sorry, I don't remember the actual verse. So the 4 points, we said what? First one is, remember? We rely on the sword of heaven, not only the sword of earth. So number 1. Number 2 is what? Remember number 2? Number 2, we thank God. I forgot. Number 2, we thank God. Number 3, we look for the spiritual victory. Sophie? Yes? So you are victorious through thanking God and through taking the power and a spiritual power from the heaven, not from the earth. All right? So when we actually study any saint story, we just don't look only at his miracles, but also we look at his life. So when we look at his life, we can actually contemplate and follow the the path of this person's life. All right, any questions? So if you have a question? No question? All right. Got it? Okay. All right, glory be to God forever.